Rollco belt conveyors. In Rollco we also made belt conveyors in two different sizes. We have what we call BF40, which is this little small conveyor we have down here. And it's all built on a framework of a 40 by 40 millimeter aluminium beam. The next size, BF80, is done by a 80 by 80 millimeter aluminium beam. What you can have here is end drive, where the motor is attached to the end of the conveyor, or we can also supply with some what we call middle drive, where the drive unit sits in the middle of the conveyor. We can of course attach the motors on either side of the conveyor and also move it along the whole conveyor. As well as we can have the motor on the other side or on this side of the conveyor. Here we see a system with 4 different widths of the conveyor and 4 different lengths of the conveyor. We made lengths up to a couple of meters and widths up to 1,500 millimeters. For the conveyors you can get many different types of belts. Here we see a mixture between high friction belt, standard belt, some intermediate friction, and also with another texture for gaining friction of the belt. We can also offer belt for food industry, standard blue belt for the normal industry, and another type of food industry belt that can be applied on each conveyor. Here we have motor with end drive, where the motor are attached to the end of the conveyor. You can of course have the motor on the other side or at this end. Here we have a conveyor with a mid drive. The motor is attached to the middle of the conveyor. The motor could be turned this way, that way, put on the other side, and of course anywhere you want along the whole conveyor.